Welcome to Same Cast Different Day podcast. I'm Martel Roland, and we have that Old Man Theater here. Old Man Theater is here with everybody, y'all.
We're here. We're striving to be number one. Y'all remember that? Join in. Join in.
Yeah,
We welcome you.
we are the number one podcast in Wisconsin for now, Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Zs. So welcome to the podcast, everybody. And tonight, there is a few things that we're going to talk about. There's been some drama going on in the midst of this world. And let me tell y'all about this president right here. This is the most thugged out gangster president you will ever know. This man, oh wait, I'm gonna move to the side real fast.
Boom.
That man right there that's in the middle, well, right there behind me, this is that's the president of Ukraine out there with his soldiers fighting. At first, it was said that it was report. So that episode on last episode there, I said that he had fled the country, whatever. There was reports that was going on at that time. So update: this man stayed in the country and is fighting with his own army against Russia. He has ordered for all males ages 18 to 60 to stay in the country to fight against Russia. And as of right now, there are 700,000 refugees who have fled the Ukraine. And it is such a desperate, I guess, how can I put it? These people are like fleeing for life to the point where some of these men, I guess, when their moms did not live, or who know, like single moms, single dads, whatever, parents split up or whatever. This man trusted a complete stranger to get his two kids across the border to safety because he could not leave the country. That's just how dire things are in Russia right now. And some people were saying, like, hey, what did the U.S. got to do with all of this that's going on? I'm going to explain that to you. But first, Old Man Theater, do you have any thoughts?
Go ahead. I add mine in after you fill me in a little bit more.
All right. So those of you who don't know why the U.S. has so much involvement in it. So this is what is called NATO. I'm going to move to the side. Actually, I wonder if I can turn my camera off, see what it works. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so right. I gotta go about it another way. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I don't know how to use this. Oh, I don't know how to use this. Okay, so basically the picture that's behind me, this is considered NATO. So if I move to the side right here, this is to the part that's in the white where it says I can't see what that says. I think that's Ukraine right here where it says Poland. So right now American troops are on the border of Poland right now. And then that white part where it's right above the Black Sea, where it says the Black Sea, that is for you to watch on the video version. Sorry if you're not on for the audio listeners. So above the Black Sea is where Russia is at. So all the country that you see in blue is part of NATO, and NATO is like an agreement that was put together where if any of these countries were attacked by any other thing that's not part of NATO, the countries like the U.S. or the U.K., Norway, all these different countries will have to come to the aid of that country. And the reason why that Ukraine, no soldiers have gone into Ukraine that's considered part of NATO is because Ukraine is not a part of it. Now, Ukraine did just file to become a part of Europe or like the European I don't know how you put like European, I want to not say continent, like part of their, it's like almost how like European got like countries as part of their thing in like Africa, stuff like that. So Ukraine just applied to be a part of it, and they were in the talks of joining NATO. So Vladimir Putin is not happy about Ukraine joining NATO because that's too close to Russia, and then that's too many enemies against him as he sees it. And then on top of that, this man, like I said on the last episode, was trying to bring back the Soviet Union, which Russia really had control of the lot of the Soviet Union, in which Vladimir Putin is trying to gain back control of that. So this whole thing that he's trying to do is to slowly bring back the Soviet Union, bring back control. And his first stop was just Ukraine because one, Ukraine is just was not part of NATO yet, and they can't really they don't have any help defending it. So all these other countries can do is try to support them right now at the moment is to send them weapons to defend themselves. Now, once Russia invades, I think it's like Romania and like Poland and all these other surrounding places that's in the blue, then that's when Europe and like should I say you like the UK, the United States, Germany, the Netherlands, this is where all these other countries step in and say, "Hold on, motherfucker," and then
that's when we could jump in and kick ass.
Yeah, and that would be considered to start a World War III if he were to move into those countries. So all this is to him is about over basic territory. It's like almost a thing where he could be like, "Hey, I'm killing all Ukrainians." This could be like back when Hitler was trying to kill all the Jews. He can be like, "Hey, I'm killing all Ukrainians," and they'd be like, "That I'm killing all white people. That's white Polish people." You know, stuff like that. So it's almost like he trying to go down as another Hitler, just about.
Well, my thing is, they applied to be a part of the group. Wouldn't that? I mean, by them, that's halfway. Wouldn't that kind of benefit them some at this point?
It will benefit Ukraine on a financial level, but also when it comes to security against Russia, because they'd be considered part of the European Union. So they'd be considered part of that, like how Puerto Rico and some of the islands down there is part of the U.S. So if they were to get, although they come almost kind of like run their own separate like country or territory or whatever, if they were to ever come to under attack, America will have to come and help defend them.
So well, even if they crossed over to them, they would have to help them then, wouldn't it?
Because yes, the Europe will have to step in and help Ukraine. So they're trying to fast track it to get it going to become part of the union as soon as possible, so that way they can get that help to defend their country.
Okay.
So all this is just a big wait and see game.
Yeah, but how many people gotta die, get killed before?
It's been a lot of innocent people dying. Demetrius Eason, how's it going? I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck, my bad. I just said your government name on here. My bad. I had to think about who that was.
Big body, flip body. Nobody, anybody. Belt body.
Oh my God. I just can't believe I just did that. I'm like, wait, who the hell is that? I'm like, oh shit. Demetrius, why aren't you a part of the conversation? But yeah, that's the whole update on the whole Ukraine situation. So basically, it's just a big wait and see what that did not sound right. A wait and see what's gonna happen with Vladimir if he's gonna basically start World War III. As of right now, there is a 40-mile long it was a convoy of military vehicles moving towards Ukraine right now. Russian military vehicles moving towards the Ukraine right now, which is crazy.
Okay, got a question for you. It was said something on Facebook about some group was captured. On which side was that? Was that the Ukrainian side or the Russian side?
So you probably talking about the there was this like the small island, and they thought that a lot of Ukraine, like they thought that the Russians had killed off all the Ukraine people, and they didn't. And then these Russian military people personnel that was on this island had saw a Russian warship coming towards Ukraine area, and the Ukrainian military personnel had told the people on the Russian warship to go fuck themselves. So they have had it with Russia and their bullshit. And I bet that the president of Ukraine right now, who's on the battlefield with his people, is like, we need to hurry up and get this thing fast tracked. We can get some help in here, and for we can get rid of Russia. I don't know what Vladimir Putin, y'all don't know, Russia is pretty much under a dictatorship right now. And And a lot of people need to. I don't get why he's under a dictate. Why he's still under dictatorship after all these years. But basically, he's trying to become a dictator over there in them parts of the world. And Old Yeller just joined in. Everybody, his audio is still connected. You know, he got the iPhone that's like 45 years old, so it's gonna take it a while to load.
You see me?
No, we can't see you. What the fuck? What kind of question is that? Anyway, old man theater. Now you finally get to see Old Yeller looking like that.
What it is, what it is.
What
All right.
That was the update on the Ukraine and everything that was going on. Everybody.
I was on YouTube and I was watching it live. Got to come check it. When you were saying about the president with their soldiers, I just want to say, Trump would have never did no bullshit like that.
I mean, true.
He would not have been on the front line. Trump, he wouldn't have been. He probably would have been on a different planet if that was us.
Trump would have been somewhere up on that tent saying, "Get him."
Trump would have been on Mars. Okay.
Y'all, Trump would have been somewhere standing around looking like that.
For sure.
looking like a.
I lost my ears, but that I don't have any ears.
Hell no.
But that's how Trump would have been looking. He would have been sitting on the sideline.
When he's been on the side, Trump would have been on a different planet, not on Earth, away from everybody.
Oh no, my thing just came like completely disconnected.
Get that shit together.
The shenanigans that happens, like, guys, when you're live.
So it's nice to meet you, Theodore.
No, you better say the name right. It's Old Man Theater.
First of all, that's your name for him. I'm gonna call him by his name. Okay?
No. Everybody else, everybody know that is Old Man Theater. That's how you address him. You say theater.
That'll work, bro.
Okay, Old Man Theater.
That'll work, bro.
So to switch gears just a tad bit, actually a major bit. So if you guys don't know, there was a 20-year-old who died in police custody, I believe last week, Wednesday, here in Milwaukee. And they are saying that there are no signs of like trauma, whatever. They basically saying there's no signs of natural cause type thing happening. They are still printing toxicology to figure out what really happened and like far as what was in his blood and everything to figure out what happened. So this is I think I have a picture. Let's see if I have a picture. Sorry for you guys who are gonna be listening to this on audio version. I'm so sorry, but you know, you always watch the video version. You know, so behind me, this is the young man who died in police custody. He was 20 years old. I believe he was the father of 2 kids. I forgot what he went to jail for. All I know is that within 24 hours he was dead. Oh, that's all we know.
He had a warrant and he just got pulled over, but they didn't ever say what it was about.
They're not gonna say what it was about. They're just gonna figure he's a black man and they're gonna leave it at that. Then they're gonna start putting up old shit from when he was probably 16 years old. He went to detention system and that they don't know that boy. They don't know he could have been a good boy, a good father. Well, at 20 years old.
Along with that new cop that we got, cop.
That is true. So, so Colin Kaepernick's team, actually Colin Kaepernick has gotten involved with this, and so Colin Kaepernick and his team, I forgot the name of the thing that he came up with, but so they're basically paying for a second autopsy to be done. So they're gonna move the young man's body from Milwaukee, and they're going to take his body over to Michigan, where they would do that because that's the nearest place where his team can get to basically take the body to. And they're going to do a second autopsy on him to see if there's something that the coroners missed. And what some people were trying to bring to the attention was that the coroners and like the county medical examiner's office, they kind of work real close together with the police. And some were saying that the county the Milwaukee County coroner's office and the coroners whatever, they kind of work it together so like they can kind of cover up police mishaps that happens.
They
So
probably,
that
they probably pay them under the table and write this,
yeah.
write that. Dirty
So
cop.
that's why that's one of the reasons why Colin Kaepernick and his team is having a body moved to Michigan to have a second autopsy done for this exact situation. And his whole thing is this: he's only doing this for minorities who died in police custody. That his team will step in for, which I think this is an amazing thing.
Yeah, I mean, about time somebody, I mean, because we got these filthy rich ass superstars out here that not trying to help do shit that keep their pockets fat. But you can sit around and sell records, sell albums, and other shit, clothes and shit. But when it really comes down to supporting, and I'm not just going on for race, but just supporting something like this, they hush mouth. Ain't nobody going for nothing. Ain't nobody doing nothing. They just is what it is. So my hat goes out to this man. And I'm kneeling, whether I'm sitting here or not. I'm kneeling. I'm kneeling with him because I respect a person that steps up. I mean, if I was in that type of field or out there like that, I would step up too, because it's not enough being done by people that, I put it like this, people that we go out here and support. And they don't show the love back into the community, the streets, or the world when it comes down to and I'm not, like I said, I'm still not gonna just say one race, but when shit like this happen, it could be black, purple, orange, or green. Half these motherfuckers ain't well, I put it like this: unless you're a Proud Boy or somewhere up in there like I support you. But if you somebody out here that's struggling, I mean, and trying to do the right thing and go about life, you're not trying to do shit. Oh, that's just another dead person. Prime example: the young brother that got caught up in that killing. That and you know what I'm talking about, Montreal. That little boy and his mom. I still stand on right today that man did not kill them kids, or that kid and that woman by himself if he did it. And how can you have 2 bullet holes in your damn head? You can't shoot yourself twice. No fucking way.
That is true. I had a funny about that banana, but I'm gonna say that for off thing.
Well, people, y'all know we act crazy. We say some weird shit, so it is what it is.
Right. But I agree with you. There are not a lot of people who are stepping up and talking about it. Like they put like, oh yeah, we support Black Lives Matter or whatever the movement, but what have you done to really support that movement? And then let's talk about Colin Kaepernick for a quick second. So when he first started, I
feel like some of them are doing it for publicity.
True. And I feel like when this whole movement, he started this whole movement, a lot of people laughed at him. A lot of people wasn't taking him very serious. And like this man risked his whole NFL career, a Hall of Fame potential NFL career for the advancement of minorities. And a lot of minorities laughed at him in his face. And now that, he has the means to help some of these people and to bring awareness to what's going on, or want to use his celebrity, his fame, to bring awareness to certain issues. Now we stand behind Colin Kaepernick. Where was y'all all at when he got fired from his job?
Making their money, giving a fuck.
So like I'm like with Old Man Theater, I still take my knee and I salute you, Mr. Colin Kaepernick.
My knees too bad for that. I put my fist up, but my knees too bad to take a knee. I'm sorry.
Get the hell up, yellow.
I don't told you about them knees.
I put my fist up in the air and I said I'm marching, legs too bad. I'm not kneeling, knees too bad. I support you from the house.
Lord have mercy.
Hell nah.
So to move on, because I didn't have much planned for tonight, y'all. So to move on, this next topic, Lord, y'all, this next topic made me almost slap a bitch today. The words of old man theater, and it is called poor management.
Wow.
Poor management in the workplace, y'all. It is so much poor management that's going on to the fact where nobody wants to be there. And it's crazy. It's like, how do you address poor management when you can't even go to the higher ups without feeling like that you're going to be attacked or in any kind of way?
Just one thing I always learned, and by me being managers of different places, everybody got a boss, and everybody boss ain't like that.
Oh no! The person I want to slap today was my boss's boss. Like, I almost slapped the fuck out of that bitch today.
that bitch got a boss.
I'm so Google Lord. Crystal, you do not have to unmute. I mean, have your microphone muted or thing. That was just earlier for the thing. But yeah, I really wanted to smack her today. Like, old man theater, no, for the last few days, literally every day, I've been getting in trouble for something. Like, y'all don't understand. I got in trouble for walking through the hallway casually, minding my own business.
Got in trouble for being black. Oh, my bad.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say walking while black.
It feels like it. It feels like I was getting in trouble for walking while black. Old man theater got in trouble for wearing gloves walking through the hallway. Another person had got in trouble for using the computer to check their work emails. I got in trouble because I told my boss's boss that to go dig her hand in the damn garbage bag, because I ain't digging my hand in no garbage bag to get nothing out. I got in trouble for that. Like, I don't understand. At some point, when is the higher ups gonna look like, we know we need to start making some changes? Because it's been, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, for the last 2.5, 3 years, it has been hell working at a certain facility.
Well, you know what? A lot of that drama goes all over the place, and dealing in certain workplaces, it's just some people is not really educated for their position. They may be smart, book smart, educated, and everything else, but some people, I mean, even regular workers too. Some people should not either take a job, and some people should just not take a job if they're not gonna do what's right.
Have communication skills and know how to deal with different personalities and multiple people.
See, the thing is that they're so short on staff right now that they're not even hiring people for the sake of being there long term or longevity, or this person is really capable of doing the job. They're just hiring people just because they need to put people in them spots. They need to put the bodies in the spots. That's the only reason why they're hiring
me for big body
now. Leave big body alone. And then you got them kind of people, but then on top of that, you have people that works in management that has not spent not even a day or two or a shift doing what the people who they are in charge of do on a daily basis. So they're steady giving out these tasks that cannot be reached at all. And then at this point, it's like they will sit there and watch this ship go down like the Titanic instead of helping. Like, no, I like when the captain abandoned ship. This is what this current management team is doing. They have abandoned the ship and just letting the inmates. The inmates run wild because they're assholes.
So pretty much, they all got on lifeboats and left y'all to drown.
Pretty much, it's how it feels right now.
Well, I ain't drowning. I'm telling you, I don't swim very well, but I ain't grounded.
But hey, Theodore, you better go find a table or some or a door to lay on. Rose New
I'm a grow. You know what? I step on motherfuckers. Bottom line, I find somebody that's floating. Hey, big body.
Leave big body alone. I can say there are 3 people who are considered supervisors or management or whatever who do if the ship is sinking, they will try to help their staff. Yeah. So yeah, there are 3.
Yeah, I done seen it.
One of them is one of them is a black male. One of those are a black woman. And one of those are the other person is they're a white person, but they spent a lot of time as a regular worker before becoming a supervisor, who they just became a supervisor within the last few months, and who would actually help when that ship is sinking. But the rest of them will watch it go down. Well, they'll be sitting there lighting a cigarette, smoking, and watching it go down, and would not give 2 fucks. And that's go for the bosses that's over them too.
They've been in that position before, so they know. They went to get that position.
Like the ones who step on the floors and help are the ones who've been in that position before. You're totally right on that.
So they know.
Crystal, look like you dying to say something over there. Go ahead and let it out, Crystal.
No. I mean, I was there. I was there.
Crystal!
What's up, D? Yay, D! Hi, what's going on? What's going on,
Crystal, damn it.
So I mean,
you sitting on the sideline ain't speaking to no damn body, antisocial. Oh. I lost it for a minute thinking about. I was just catching flashbacks. I'm sorry. They took my meds today.
Bring it back.
I ain't took my meds today. I'm sorry. Kill that bitch. Oh.
So he's Martel's right. Like, you need to work through the system. You can't just go and, I mean, there's people that I see the company. Now, granted, I work for, but the main company that they just put people because they come with a bachelor's degree and they're 25 years old and they know what they are out of college. You don't know crap at 25 years old, nor do you can be a supervisor at 30. You know, maybe if you've been in the position long enough where you understand and you can actually step up. Like you said, this one person is stepping up. I mean, I do it for my company. I'm back to work as of end of January. And guess what? It was like, guess what? Here's what you got to get done. And I had to go fix things. I had to go fix stuff that employees I trained before I went for surgery just didn't give a shit. Now they know I have powers that be. I want shit done right the first time, and I don't want to have issues. Like, I want to look at my company emails, and I don't want any issues. We all have issues. We all have drama. We all have our things. But you can't let this ship sink.
In the words of Mick, no more drama.
But the thing is, one of the things that we're experiencing right now, they are putting difficult tasks on staff for them to complete. You want them to complete assignments that you don't even have the staff for. And then once again, instead of getting on that floor and helping the staff, you'd be like, oh, well, it's your fault it ain't get done. Well, why didn't this get done? Why didn't that get done? You should have got this done. Like, how can you expect somebody to get it done when you don't have the staff to assist them to get it done? Like you said, you can't have, like Old Man Theater was preaching. He went from if it was a 3-person run, it's now a 2-person. If it's a 2-person run, it's now a 1-person. And that's how and then they thinking like the way how yeah, what we're doing is right. We're saving the company money and we're right about everything that the staff is suggesting is wrong. We don't care about what they're suggesting because at the end of the day, they don't know anything because they're just regular workers. And that's the vibe that we get from management.
That's right.
Do as I say, not as I do. But Crystal, and just to make a comment on your saying, you stop telling the people at your job that you have us come down there and whoop their ass if they don't do what you tell them to do. we on live now. Don't put us out there like that. We gangsters, but we can't be on live doing that.
I don't know that. I'm not gonna say nothing bad. But I mean.
You know I'm just thinking, Crystal. You know I'm just bullshitting.
I know you are.
I was gonna say what?
I know you are, T. You're good. You're good, T.
My
Don't worry.
earring fight somebody now.
But Martel's right. I mean, you guys are right. Like, okay, when we assess like things out, especially with the company I work for, like we assess out what areas, we cover plants and office areas. So, it might be a little different from a hospital, facility, but like we have everything estimated by time management and how long it takes to do stuff, and then what other projects can be done, like, some other certain things. But we don't downsize from say like 3 to 2 or 2 to 1 because we know that one person doing, say, I'm just going to take an example, 25 restrooms, and then try to pick up some, in between things, in between here and there. One person one day, you can't. It's too much. Like there's a limit to a human being. Okay. And I will say today I even overdid myself. I literally took a nap. I just got up from a nap. I mean, I kind of pushed myself too much. But then again, when you're a system manager, you just kind of like, hey, can you go do this and that and pick up? I have to pick up stuff myself. But
What do you do,
It's
Claire?
it's
What do you do?
I'm a system manager for a cleaning company, a commercial cleaning company.
Oh,
like it's so bad. Like when we say that, like they push a something that normally requires, how can I say, probably about a 7 person assignment if you really look at it. So they push a 6 7 person assignment on 2 people, which means they were cleaning up to 50 plus rooms, and this don't include offices, bathrooms, and so forth and so. Naomi, Jesus Christ. So this don't include like everything else that goes along with it, and that is, it wasn't reasonable. And then instead of going up there saying, hey, we don't have no staff to cover these, but we're going to come up here and we're going to do this, to do that, whatever. We can work as a team. Let's knock this out. It was, I'm going to walk around my laptop because I got to run the board, and the board is more important. Even though the board basically runs itself, all you got to do is, you ain't even got to do nothing, because once the second shift people come in, they just take over. But the board basically runs itself. You could have been on the floor helping your staff, but
Okay.
instead you watch them people sink.
And I would
Hey,
never.
hey,
No, mhm.
hey, hey, I'm gonna say this too, and I'm not you know how my trail that I say things or whatever have you, and I'm not leaning towards management, and I'm not leaning towards the employees, but a lot of shit that happens at times. I'm gonna put it like this: 50 more, 60-40. No, yeah, I'm gonna have to put it like this: 60-40. And I say I'm gonna give management a benefit of the doubt, not sucking up or whatever have you, but a lot of shit that happens at a job, most of the time it comes from the people that's the low people on the totem pole when they come through the door. Now you know for yourself, some places have a lot of turnovers. People come
Mhm.
through the door for a check, not to work, but for a check, and they expect to do as less as possible and get paid, and shit goes from there. A lot of people bring shit on certain companies themselves instead of standing up and speaking up to, instead of running behind. Well, let me talk to this person about this or that person, and then shit become people become a messy group. That's why I kind of, I'm antisocial. I only deal with certain people. But a lot of times, and I done noticed throughout my lifetime, a lot of times the low person on the totem pole makes the decision in somewhat what management does. I don't agree with everything that happens, because I feel like this, they should go back to the board and say, well, okay, we got this person, that person, and this other person that's pretty good. We punishing them too for the same task that this group is doing. Um, we need to figure out some other kind of way of doing this to the point where we either get rid of them or it works out the best for the whole team. Because you have a whole lot of angry fucking people. And a lot of the time, the people that's doing the most bitching, and not to say that you're wrong about how you feeling or whatever, how you I feel you, because you didn't heard my voice. But a lot of the people that run around some of the time and bitch about certain things is the main motherfuckers that get you fucked up.
That is true, but I be looking at it sometimes like me and you, we first see like that group of people that stand at the clock and it's their first day at freight. Ooh, almost said the name. It's their first day there, and they're clocking in, and it's their first day or whatever. And you see them. Me and you can look at them like, you know what, that one is not going to work. We can see that from the beginning. Now, me and you can see that. We know damn well they saw that when they was going through the hiring process. And like I said, like they not caring. It's like the last few groups of people that we had come in. It's like they know damn well that these people didn't care about being there and wasn't really there for the job or wasn't there to make the money or whatever the case may be. They wasn't there for the reason why they needed them there. And if we can, and I know we saw that, they saw that. Well, it's just the fact that they just need the bodies at this point, just to just try to satisfy people. And like I said, like some of the stuff that the rules they came up with is on some of the employees' fault. But as we saw today, that rule only applied to certain people, it seems like. On top of that, so that's one, it needs to be across the board for one. And then on top of that, they need the supervisors need to be retrained. We need some of the actual staff to be retrained on top of that. Because on top of that, the reason why I think some of the things are so bad now, because some of the people who are there doing the most, I should say, being messy, are the ones that was trained about everybody was trained by the people who they fired because they were shitty workers.
Right.
So now you got shitty workers training the newer people. Now the newer people are making the same shitty decisions as the old shitty people that you fired. So it's just like the same repeat of shitty people that you're going to keep having because you haven't trained the new people and turn them into shitty workers.
They the first to get toilet and get new people.
See, that's something they should not do. You should have, like, for myself, like, I'm a trainer for for my kind of area and all the places I'm responsible for. So, like, I'm responsible for training them, and then any education or something like that. I'm the one also that needs to inspect what they're doing. Like, just do random checks, and I don't tell them when and where I'm going to show up. And yeah, I mean, their name's all over it if they can't get the job done. I mean, I've had a conversation with a gentleman already, 20-some-year-old. Again, we're not here to name names like that, but I said you really got to think about this. This is a job. This isn't something for fun. This isn't your good paycheck. You need to start thinking, what do you want to do? Do you really want to show up to work, or you just don't want to do it? That's the logic behind it. You really got to use.
At 20 years old, it's pretty much just for the paycheck. That's how I was when I was 20. I was there for a paycheck. I ain't give a fuck for nothing at that age. So you gotta understand, 20.
But the difference between your 20 and this 20 is, at the end of the day, these 20-year-olds that working now, they know mama gonna take care of them.
They working to get the new pair of Jordans.
Yeah, like they don't have responsibilities. A lot of unless they live on their own and they got like 4 or 5 kids already. A lot of these 20-year-olds really don't have responsibilities at all. And then most of them are just they was more than likely raised by a teenage parent so long. And I said all of them, but as far as like the city that we live in goes, a lot of these people are from single parent homes. And more than likely they came from a single parent teenage home. So they don't know responsibility. And then on top of that, when mama taking care of them, because you gotta think they 21, mama 31, or I mean they 21, mama 35, 36. So it's like mama gonna take care of them still.
Yeah, but they was also raised in the era where it was like you can have the kid, but you can't beat the kid, but I can kill the kid. You know what I'm saying? The streets can kill him.
Mm-hmm.
The popos can kill him. That's where a lot of these kids come from. I mean, not from a mom that can hear you upstairs if you turn around and you say something slick up under your damn voice. Mom, I had one of the moms that can hear you like a motherfucker. And yeah, you may have waited on that ass whooping, but when you got it, oh, trust me, you got to talk to it. And as some of them comedians laugh and joke about, when you're getting your ass whooping, the parent is explaining to you why you did it. I used to hate the hell out of that shit because I got my ass whooped because you don't talk to me, just don't finish and get it over with.
I'm
You
talking about
know,
motherfucking teachers at school. I'm gonna beat your motherfucker.
right, right.
Okay.
The
Oh,
truth. It's the truth though. They're
You
telling the truth though. The guys
had
telling.
an ass whooping that was on layaway.
I had many of those. I'm gonna get you when I get home.
Yeah, and then you have to turn around and go pick the weapon for them to whoop your ass with. If you brought a dry one in, oh, I'm gonna pop you with that. You go back out there and give me that tree.
What I do when she say that, I said, I'm getting you when I get home. She used to get home around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I got home. House been down. House was spotless. I cleaned the toilet, tub, sink, vacuum, mopped the floor, even made her bed. Still got my ass whooped a couple times.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then we gotta realize too, like we said on the previous episode, Big Mama don't exist no more. Like I said, by the time I was born, my grandparents was old as hell. When my grandparents was when I was born. And like I said, now grandmama, like I said, the baby be born, the baby be a newborn, the mama be 14, 15 years old, then the mama be 25, 26 year old, and then the grandmama be 38, 39 years old. So it ain't no generational gap, ain't no nothing was learned, nothing.
And all of them hanging out in the same club twerking.
And smoking weed together.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
One of my cousins, like, I was talking to her the other day, and some of her kids ain't even 18 yet. We was on FaceTime, and she was rolling the blunt, passing to the kids. I'm like, he finna be like he like 16 or 17. And then why you doing that? You holding, first of all, she's like not even 40 yet, probably just hit 40, holding her grandbaby in her hand, rolling a blunt, passing to your 16-year-old son.
It's a great idea.
They probably like, well, I don't want them out doing it in the streets doing it, so I'm gonna do it with my son.
And on top of that, she got about 8 motherfucking kids, and she got 1, 2. She got about 5 grandkids already, and I think I'm 30. I'll be 37. She probably will be 40.
Old as hell.
She probably be 40.
Hey Naomi, hi Naomi, hi Naomi.
She would not leave me alone. Oh my God.
You hear my
Everybody voice? That's Naomi. This is Naomi.
Hi Naomi.
Hi, my baby.
Oh, there's Naomi.
She being needy right now. Little girl. Oh my God. But yeah, that's the main issue.
Can't help it. That's why some women are. They're needy. That's the way life goes. I'm like that sometimes myself.
She don't end up in a home. But we need old man theater generation. We should old man theater should open up whoop your ass.
Whoop ass play.
A whoop ass play, but people bring their kids there who need ass whooping.
Oh. Hey, let me be one of the teachers. I want to whoop some ass.
I was just ready to say that. I was like, when I was in middle school and high school, we had teachers that would lay hands on us, and our parents gave them permission to do it.
I wish the fuck one of the motherfuckers would put their hands on me. It'd have been hell in them schools.
They lay hands up. We had this one teacher. She had these really, really long nails, and when we would mess up in class or we would be talking and we would not shut up, she'll walk up on you real quiet and she'll take them nails and dig them in the top of your head. Like, didn't I tell you to shut up?
and I would have grabbed that bitch hand and broke off every motherfucking nail she had.
And you one of those kids that we gonna look at like he ain't had no home.
I'll tell you what. My mom kind of approved of one teacher that we had a little bit, but my dad did. That bitch used to pull your hand back like this and wear your hand out with a ruler. One time she did it. One time she did it, and I snapped my hand back and called her a bitch, and she hit herself and told me, "I'll whoop your mama and your daddy ass." I said, "Okay, I'll be right back." my I brought my daddy up there. Whoop his ass again.
See, parents back in the day, parents gave teachers a permission to do certain stuff up to a certain point, and they
Right,
teachers in
right.
art, and like when the teachers that had, they knew not to go overboard with it. And then on top of it was only the black teachers who had the authority to do this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can yell. In fact, you can talk to me like I'm a human being. You're not gonna yell at me. You have to put your hands on me. I don't give a fuck.
But if you're a child that's not listening, I'm going to yell at you. Because
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean,
end of the day, you were a child and you should have been listening.
I didn't play that. That's my thing. I didn't play. Don't yell at me. Don't put your hands on me. My mama, she was with them, but don't put your motherfucking hands on me. Or yell at me. I'm not their children. Don't yell at me.
Well, see, you was a younger generation than I am. But my mom approved it to a certain extent. But when that teacher did that time, that told the rope, the old man had to come up there and handle his business.
I'm younger than him. My parents still gave the teachers they still had permission then. That
they should have for your ass.
Somebody come from a spoiled household. That's why they feel like they not entitled to be yelled at. I don't care. Get your ass over there and sit the fuck down like I told you to.
I mean, yeah, my mama, but a teacher not gonna yell at me. No,
Then you get the hell out of my class and then get expelled from the school. And then at that point, I don't care if you graduate high school, then you become a high school dropout, and then good luck on trying to have anything type of decent life.
That's good to have administrators on your payroll, because I'll go right to the administrator I had, and I got out of all my trouble. But right to her, like, it wasn't even my fault. It wasn't even my fault. I didn't even do it. All right, just sit in my office to the next class.
And that's why there's so many kids out here, some people like kids like you, who are out, your generation that was out here that's doing all this red light running and shooting and killing and robbing and all this kind of stuff. That's them kids. That's them kids who didn't respect authority.
I was born in that's all the motherfucking 90s babies. I was born in 85.
All the
motherfuckers born in the 90s is the ones.
It was them 80s babies too.
90s.
Because us 90s babies still respect authority. You gotta think that these people now that's in their 20s was born in the year 2000. First of all,
I say the late 90s into the early 2000s. All the motherfucking ones that I say about 24 and under, them the motherfucking ones that's on some bullshit.
You said if they was born, if you talking about 22 and under, you realize they wasn't born in the 90s, right?
I said late 90s, early 2000s.
But you just said 22 and younger. If there was born, if 22 years ago, it was 2000.
In general. What the fuck up? That's the thing. I'm just saying. late 90s.
Wait. My kid listens to me, and he's like almost 21.
I mean, it depends on the parenting. Like I said, when you got them parents who basically baby their kid up until they're the age of 18. Oh, my baby don't eat that. My baby don't eat that. You shut the fuck up and you tell your kid to eat that damn vegetables. My baby don't do this. Don't talk to my baby. My baby. And that's why your baby gonna end up in just damn jail or dead somewhere, because your baby don't respect authority. And then on top of that, never learn how to be an adult in the first place. It'd be the parents' damn fault.
But I mean,
I swear to God, if you don't go somewhere, I'm gonna punch you in your damn face.
I mean,
stop acting like my dear on air.
My kid even what old Yeller said. I mean, my kid told me that there was kids out there that are just spoiled little brats. They wouldn't even listen to the teachers. And now we're talking within the last, that series 20, so within the last like 5 years, 6 years.
Those are kids who don't have authority at home.
He's telling the truth, because these parents, they just don't really care. Most of them don't care.
I mean, we had authority, but my mama, she just wasn't one of them parents that, like, she let us do what we wanted to do, but we knew how to.
That's what I'm talking about. You should be able to do what you want to do.
But we should have do what we want to do. But she taught us how to respect people. If you don't respect us, I'm not going to respect you. So I was a respectful ass person, but if you disrespect me, I'm going to come back at you. That's how
If you're a
That's how it was
child in a
always.
teacher's classroom and the teacher say, "Hey, be quiet while I'm trying to teach my lesson," and you choose to keep talking, that's being disrespectful. So if
But
the teacher raised their voice at you and say, "Hey, be quiet while I'm trying to teach," and you still keep talking, you're still being disrespectful, which means
I'm not saying yelling like that. When you say be quiet, I'm teaching. I was quiet. I wasn't one of them students that I just be like loud, like shut the fuck up. No, I'm saying it's all on how you say shit. Now if you say I'm teaching, be quiet. I wasn't like shut the fuck up. I wasn't that type of kid. But if you come at me on some disrespectful shit, then I'm gonna give disrespectful right with you. I wasn't like, okay, you say be quiet. I'm like, you shut the fuck up. No, that wasn't how I was. I
but
was
that
very
that's how some of these kids are. They in the school, teacher trying to teach something and they saying shut the fuck up to the teacher.
well, that's them. I wasn't that person. You
I know what's
disrespect
right
me,
and wrong.
I'm gonna disrespect you. You show me respect, I'm gonna show you respect. I give it how I get it. And that's how I've been. That's how I'm always
I
been.
wish a middle school or elementary school kid will tell me something like that. I'll say, first of all, shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of my classroom.
And
I
I was
don't
just
owe
like,
you no kind of respect. You are 11 years old, 9 years old, 8 years old. I don't owe you no type of respect whatsoever.
I mean, at that age, yeah, but I'm talking about in high school, and middle school, and elementary school, I wasn't like that.
Hell, high school too. What the hell do you
High
know about
school,
this world?
no,
All
no,
y'all,
no,
these high school kids that all they know, the ones who are paying attention to school are learning something, but the rest of them, only thing they worried about is TikTok, Facebook, fucking, and getting drunk and high and stealing kids. So that's the only thing they own right now.
and when
Well, well,
I was in school, we didn't have no Facebook. It wasn't no Facebook. It was what Black Planet. It
well,
wasn't
I ain't
no
gonna say what it was when I was coming up.
Y'all had typewriters, you and Crystal.
Fuck you. But anyway,
the
anyway,
we had the Ten
if,
Commandments.
if a kid got slick with me right about now, I have to pull up on him because I have to be close up on him because my the way I'm feeling, the way that things is right now, you ain't gonna just cuss him out or tell him to get the hell out your class from a distance because the motherfucker might pull out something on you. So I want to be up on you, make it where I can kind of grab you before you reach for any damn thing because you never know what they told you nowadays. These motherfuckers out here just doing the most. So I'm not gonna say that I'll just holler at no kid like that. No, I have to get up on it and make sure that it won't be my last time speaking. Cause these little kids nowadays don't give a damn about life or nothing like that.
Yeah, you got
No,
kindergarten
So
kids cussing like they 40 years old.
yeah, I wasn't like that. I was raised to respect people
Like,
if they
I
respect
heard
me.
I heard a 5-year-old say one time, "Bitch, shut the fuck up." Like, who the fuck you talking to?
That baby would have got chopped right in his motherfucking neck.
I'm like, well,
what
I was ready to throw hands.
they do a lot of that shit on TikTok and other stuff and
But
make
but
laugh
parents
at
be
it. That's not
glorifying it and laughing at it and then be posting on TikTok like it's cute. Like, I hate parents who post their kids twerking on TikTok. Like, that is not cute. You teaching your
Kids,
little daughter to be a little hoe before they even at whole age already.
when you got kids saying "shut the fuck up, bitch," they see who they be around. These parents nowadays let these kids hang around with them. Back
That's
then,
that's
if my,
because
my
mama's
mama had
still trying to
company,
party.
if my mama had company, we better not be in that motherfucking living room sitting next to her in a chair. Get the fuck out of here. Go in your room. Go outside. Do this. Nowadays, they be around these motherfuckers. The kids be around these parents, soaking up everything they say, sex, drugs, watching them smoke weed, watching them drink, watching them play space. They see that shit and they grow up and do that shit. Oh, my mama did it. I can do it too.
Well, we
And
had to go.
that's the
We had to go
parents.
in the basement. We had to go in the basement and play, or we had to go outside. So when we had family get-togethers at Grandpa's house, no kids were allowed inside the house. The
And,
kids had to
and,
stay
and, and,
outside
then,
or in the basement.
and then back then, when I was a kid, I didn't want to be in the house. I wanted to be outside. I didn't want to be around them anyway. So I didn't grow up watching them do that. I didn't even know. I didn't watch them do that shit. I didn't see that nothing like that until I got up in age.
This,
I don't
this
know.
this
My
must
cousin,
have been around the time. What was that? When the shuttle Columbia blew up
Yeah.
for you?
That was a 1990, 89 or 91.
Okay, so yeah, that was around. Okay, then so that's it was around that time. Okay, had to make sure because certain people, especially like old Yeller, they be having some like some old moments going on. I'm just saying.
boy, you just be happy you made it to 30.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1986. Sorry.
Oh, see, that's easy at that time. That's when kids had to go outside and do stuff.
I was 1 year old, depending on what month it was.
So that's the time when kids have to go outside and do stuff. I mean, I don't. I just
But
feel like
but in the 90s, when I was a kid growing up in the 90s, we was outside riding bikes. We was at the park playing basketball. We was in the backyard playing basketball in the alley. We was playing outside.
I remember as a kid, like I had my friends who come over on the weekend, and we'll be like my cousin will come over every weekend. We'll spend a lot of time playing video games, but there'll be certain time we go and we get our bikes and stuff, and we go out on the bike trails and be out all day, just having us a good old time on the bike trails.
Exactly.
Or we used to walk to Lincoln Park, go to a swimming pool because back then you better go to Lincoln Park. And if you want, you can swim for the first half. It was 50 cents to swim, and if you want to use the locker, it was 75. It was 75 cents in total if you want to use the locker and swim.
It's not bad.
Altogether, it was 150.
150.
That's what I used to pay. I paid 150.
I remember paying 75 cents. Maybe when you get older, over a certain age, it was like one. It was a dollar something. Yeah.
If I was to get in and get a locker, it was 150 or 175, one of them.
But it was reasonably priced, and then to avoid going home, and them to like stop going in out the house, and y'all go out. If y'all go come in, y'all stay in, and we used to go straight to Holy Angels and go to the Hungry Line. We used to go eat there, so that way we didn't have to go home, go back to down by the house and hear them fussing about us being in the house and stuff. Like, man, good days.
Hey, y'all, I may not be in front of my phone at the time, but I'm listening to y'all. I got my earpieces in, but y'all bringing up some good, valuable time. Back then, I was hoeing. I was just a hoe. Damn, I was a hoe.
We know you was a hoe from the pictures you posting online.
Whoa, man. Shit. Y'all keep on bringing that up. I'm going to have to pull it out the freezer.
Old man Theater lived through the Afro. He lived through the perm, and then he lived through the Jerry curl era.
And I Montreal, and I lived through knocking motherfuckers out. Remember your boy?
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's this guy that worked with us, and he just can't. He randomly, because I think me and Old Man Theater was standing there, and I think Old Man Theater was telling me a story, and I kid you not, either within that same week or within that same day, he came. Me and Old Man Theater was in a hallway, and he came walking up and started telling a story about how Old Man Theater knocked him out back in the day. I'm like, this is not something you should be walking around telling people. I don't know what is wrong with people. Like, you proud that you got knocked out by him or something? Like, what's going on in your head, man?
There's still something loose up there.
Right. For those of you who work there and go listen to this is the one we kind of call mush mouth.
With there, you did you beat him up? You probably knocked the loose. If you beat him up, you probably knocked the screws loose.
He was one of them type of dudes. I mean, when you one of the coolest popular dudes in school, and you want to hang with somebody, and you too busy trying to snitch on everybody. Oh no, that got you broke off. That got you broke off. You couldn't be snitching on the fellas. So that's where that part came in at. Right. But he learned real quick.
And then for those of you who don't know, Old Man Theater and Crystal are from what we call boomers.
No,
Damn.
I'm not. No,
No.
wrong.
So
Wrong.
they grew up with the boomers.
No,
I
I
don't
grew
even
up
know
with
the fucking boomer is.
I grew up with the boomers, yeah.
They part of the baby boomer era.
I might have been out there booming.
No. We're part of the X generation, buddy. We made the internet. That's what we made. We made the internet.
Are you sure you made the internet?
Yeah.
Cause
I invented booty calls.
old man theater. What is it? Did you take your old man meds?
No, I never do. Half the time. I may take a half a pill here and there, but no. I like to be me. That stuff calms you down.
Lord have mercy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we are running out of time, I got to remind y'all to go make sure y'all go follow the podcast on Facebook, which is Same Cast Different Day Podcast, and SCDD Podcast on TikTok, and Same Cast DFNT Day on Instagram. And deals. We got deals for the day. What the podcast, the same deals every week, but anyway, yeah. Head over to repsports.com and use code Martel1 to receive 10% off your purchase. And if you're looking for some fresh gear for the spring, summer, you want to have some threads that probably nobody else local is going to be wearing, head over to habits365.com and use code Anthony4 to receive 20% off your purchase. And
did you just say thread?
Yes. And also for the LGBTQIA community, because a lot of y'all probably like this more. They really can't see that much. Because I ain't showing you.
Don't be doing yellow like that.
The LGBTQIA mafia.
If you are looking for jockstrap, boxer briefs, tidy whities, boxers, socks, hats, t-shirts, you name it, head over to bearskin.com. That's bearskn.com and use code Anthony B to receive 5% off your purchase.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts from anybody?
I want to throw something out there because I talked to my boy in Illinois, so I'm gonna try to get him in on our podcast one of these nights and interview him. But he's hooking us up with a discount. So I mean, if you ever want any jewelry or any grill work done, I got a boy over there in Illinois, Still Hungry Grill. Vincent Moore. I mean, you see this here? Hit me up, inbox me, DOB, on Facebook, and I hooked you up with a discount. All you gotta do is just say that you saw this podcast. So he makes custom jewelry, he does teeth, diamonds, the whole 9 yards. You name it, he does.
Old Yeller? Nothing? Okay. I don't know. What did you got? You got something? Oh, Yeller, you got something for the people.
Go ahead, Yeller.
I got nothing. I'm good.
All right, Crystal, your turn.
All right, everyone. Well, that's been a wrap at the podcast. So, Martel.
That's your final thought. What kind of final thought is that?
No.
It's a Springer show. No.
Well, mine, everybody out there, be safe. Wear your mask.
Yeah.
Get tested. Get boosted.
Yes.
If you ain't got vaccinated, go get it. Let's stop this shit. I'm tired of wearing these punk ass masks.
I guess we can have a clink moment because we are 10 episodes done, 14 more to go before the season is over, and we'll be heading into season 6. So clink to that.
And we're striving to be number 1, y'all. So I mean, join in when you see the link. Join in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Same Cast Different Day Podcast, the #1 podcast in Wisconsin for millennials, Gen Zs, and Gen X. See y'all on Tuesday, everybody.
Deuces.
Peace.
Old people.
Yeah.